at the end of round 12, and the bell again for round 13. Round was a very, very close affair. Not very many punches thrown by either fighter, and hard to separate the two. This bout can be won now, because there's precious little in it. The one with the stamina, the greater boxing skill. South African boxing hopes have been raised so high in the last few years with Kali Kunatsa, Thangaman Sekapani, Khiri Kutsia, only to always be dashed. Here is a South African putting up a mighty performance, as did Bushi Bester against Kalule in Denmark recently. The only punches that are really getting through are coming from the challenger in this round. Superbly fit. Lots of energy remaining in both boxers, but the champion not quite as agile as he was, and missing badly. Stamping and screaming for the Korean as they come to the end of this round. But he seems to lack the skill to penetrate the challenger. And there's the bell for the end of round 13. Peter Mathebula from South Africa shading the champion. Willie Locke. Encouragement, looking after that eye. There's 2 rounds to go, and I can't separate them now. Not as significant as the Khiri Kutsia Mike Weaver fight, but I certainly find it significant that it is the black South African who is looking the stronger and the more aggressive, and showing the finer techniques towards the second half of the bout. And there was a knock on Kim's head, which I think he felt might have come from Mathebula's head. Missing very badly, the champion. Three judges for the fight. We have Jim Jen Kim from Korea, and from America, the referee Terry Smith and Rudy Jordan. And the challenger receiving a couple of blows there, as Kim is trying to fire now. He feels possibly this fight may be slipping from him. Rapier-like left from Mathebula, which zips through Kim's defense time and again. I must say it's good to watch this champion too. One would rather like to see him land a few of those uppercuts, but I'm sure the South African wouldn't like to hear me saying that, but it's It's a good blow, and he uses it well. Again, that left coming onto Kim's chin. 1 minute left. And Mathebula looking strong. And now Kim coming back, and you see there Mathebula stagger slightly. And the Koreans are really getting behind the champion. But Mathebula had a very good first half of the round. But he took a crunching right in that round. But Mathebula has paced himself well. He's keeping out of trouble. And Kim coming back very strongly at the end of this round. And Mathebula is not fighting back. He's just keeping out of trouble as the bell goes. And certainly the champion having a good round, fighting back after taking a bit of punishment earlier on. Well, it all happens here now. With 1 round to go. South Africans wondering, will they have their 3rd world champion, who would be the first ever black South African champion. And Kim hoping for a successful defense. See that big swelling under the right eye. And the crowd stamping, screaming for the champ. Trying to get him to finish off Mathebula, but Mathebula's still got plenty left in him, as you can see the way he's dancing around. And it's the challenger that's giving it all now. All the challenger in this round 15, where you'd expect the champion to be giving everything now, as we're halfway through round 15. Well, this is really an outstanding round for Mathebula. Clapping and cheering for Kim. Los Angeles crowd really getting behind him. Wow, what a great round for the challenger. Kim has only come into it momentarily, twice in the round. It's been all the challenger. 30 seconds there, just under, in round 15. The WBA World Flyweight Championship bout. Mathebula from South Africa against Tae Shik from Korea. And the Koreans in Los Angeles shouting their champion home on their feet. But it's Mathebula that's put up a great show in this last round. The bell goes, and the champion puts up his ring, and Willie Locke has decided for himself that he thinks that Mathebula has won the round and the title. We're waiting for the judges for the the score sheets.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll read the scores to you. First of all, the judge, Jen Kim. Kim, 145. Peter Mathebula, 141.
One judge to the champion. Listen to the cheering.
The second judge, Jordan. Kim, 143. Mathebula, 145.
Mathebula by 2 points. So far, it's a split decision.
And the referee, Terry Smith. Kim, 143. Mathebula, 145.
There's a new world WBA flyweight champion, the South African Peter Mathebula.